Hey guys, it's Pacifist here. We're continuing on the anthropomorphized project here. The plan is for me to provide one of these videos once a month, but note if you don't see anything for that month, it's probably because I'm busy snowed under with other projects that I have prioritized. I'm going to see which one sticks and which one I have most fun in and may prioritize those more over the others if we're stretched for time. So consider dropping a like on this video so I know this project is popular, so I can get a good vibe and feeling which one you guys prefer to watch. For this piece, I asked a friend in the community who goes by the handle Meownius13 to suggest something for me to Bokumarofy, and he suggested the Fong Sriracha bottle. So huge shout out goes to Monias or Meownius13 for agreeing to give me something to draw. I'm no stranger to Sriracha, and it's something I use on a very frequent basis. I'm sure like others, I use it on literally anything. Wet food like pho, hot food like fried rice, or my chips or fries. For the NA folks, I got you. You can use it as a marinade for your meat. And you can put it in dry food like sandwiches, or even cold food like ice cream. Right guys? Anyone? Just me? Oh. Like the pilot and the first task, we're dealing with another bottle here. So right off the bat, I knew we were going to give the character some sort of hat. When I received the object to Bokumarofy, anthropomorphize, I knew what to draw within a couple of minutes. Since I guess it's considered a hot sauce, I knew I kinda wanted a food or cooking theme. As mentioned earlier, Sriracha is using soup-based stuff like pho, so I thought we could make the Bokumaro cooking pho. That's when it occurred to me that a witch-like theme might be fitting. Instead of a pot to cook the broth, we can use a cauldron. Since there'll be a witch, we can check off the cap off since witches tend to wear hats. To be consistent with the other two drawings, I had to make sure the witch hold the bottle, but I thought why not take one more step and have them actually use the bottle. And rather than squirting the Sriracha sauce directly into the cauldron, that would mean that she'll have to be behind the cauldron and therefore a large chunk of her body will be missing, which kind of like defeats the purpose of it, in my opinion. I guess you could say I didn't forget the premise of this project. I thought we can have her hold the ladle and pour the Sriracha sauce in there instead to imply that she's cooking. So with the concept, theme and pose locked in, it's time to cook. The sketching phase went actually okay, nothing glaringly off besides her hands, but I thought I'll fix that when doing the lineup. Yeah, about that. Then it was the inking phase. I deviated slightly for the hair, so here's what I tend to do. If you haven't noticed in any of my art time lapses. During the sketching phase, I tend to draw half of the character and then duplicate it and flip it to quote unquote complete the other half. This is merely to speed up the process, and I tend to use the other half as a template, as a guide in where things should be when doing the line art. Kind of like a proportion control kind of thing. So in this case for the hair, I know to not draw too far away from the line, else one side of the head will have too much volume of hair compared to the other, unless it's intentional, because there are some people who have hair like that, I've noticed in real life. From these guidelines, I then tend to draw it a bit differently because not everything is symmetrical. Like my face! Then it came to the hands. I thought I could fix it, but boy was I wrong. I had to adjust the ladle constantly to account for the position for both hands, but things just wasn't connecting. It just didn't look right. I even tried taking a photo of myself holding a bottle to use as a reference, but my dumbass held it in the wrong pose, so I gave up on that idea. You could say that I bottled the job. I really need to learn how to draw hands, and don't worry, I won't make the same pun again. I added a flame and some steam at the end to show that she's cooking something, and the pot is actually hot. Overall, I think this turned out okay. Barring her hands, I think it was fine, but probably could have done it better. I think looking back at it now, perhaps I should have drawn a cloak and have it over her, with it drooping from her shoulders to toes, and that would form more of a bottle shape, if you know what I mean. What do you guys think? Was this what you guys were expecting for me to draw remotely at all? Please let me know down in the comments below. Hopefully you guys can tell this Bokumaro was a Sriracha inspired piece of work. If you enjoyed this video, I plan to do this once a month as I'll be juggling multiple projects each month. Well, try to, but no promises. We stream over on twitch.tv/twitch_Bokumaros, where you can suggest an object if you have enough channel points to redeem. If no one redeems it, I'll ask a member of the community. Speaking of which, once again, huge shout out to Meownius13 for suggesting this to me. He streams on Twitch from time to time, so his plug will be on the screen and in the description below. This was so much fun to draw. I really enjoyed this challenge and I hope you had fun watching this experience. Please also consider subscribing to the channel if you wish to see more of this project and videos similar to this format. And don't forget to drop a like once again so I know what sort of videos people like as I'm trying to figure out which content you guys enjoy seeing on the YouTube side of things. That's all I have to say for now. Feel free to click on the top left of the screen if you want to see the next video, and click on the bottom left of the screen if you want to see the entire playlist of the Anthropomorphize project. And as always, wherever you guys are, take care, be well, and be safe. Bye. I really need to learn how to draw hands, and don't worry, I won't make the same pun again. Screw it. I'm taking a hands-on approach.